Hey friends, Rebecca here. Hey, this is one of these rare videos where I share a little bit more personal information with you. This is going into my health update video, and as you can tell from the video, I have started Zepbound 2 weeks ago. I took my first shot a week before Thanksgiving, so maybe not the best time to start around the holidays, but it's also very freeing. And so I am no medical expert whatsoever. I mainly am just documenting this for my own benefit. I hope that hopefully a year from now I can look back on this and see the progress that I've made. And so my desire again is just to get healthier. I want to be able to enjoy all my hobbies and my family and look forward to fun things to come. And so I want to be at my best health as I can. So like I said, I started 2 weeks ago. I took my first shot a week before Thanksgiving, and it may not have been the smartest time to do it with all the holidays, but again, this particular medication, I felt it instantly. So in this video, I just want to talk to you a little bit about, I'm 2 weeks in, so a little bit about the symptoms that I've experienced, and then I will show you the numbers because I love data, and so I want to be able to show you the progress that I've made. Really over the past year and a half. All right, yes, and so if you've watched any of the videos in my Towards Better Health playlist, you know that I am now 53. I work from home full time. I am a mom to two boys who are now grown, and so we are basically in the empty nest phase of life right now. So I do enjoy lots of different hobbies, and so that's mainly what this channel is. I am in technology during my work day, and I love keeping up with all the new technology as exciting things come around, and then I also just love art and art supplies. So that's mainly what my channel is all about, but ever so often I like to give an update on pursuing better health. You may know over a year ago, it was actually September of 24, I started wearing a glucose monitor. I'm not diabetic, I'm not pre-diabetic, but I got really close. My A1C was creeping up, and I had been running at a 5.6 A1C for several years. And so I wanted to make sure that that came down, and I learned how to eat better. With better nutrition, just really to feel better. I fight chronic inflammation, and I have been overweight or obese my entire life, probably since third grade on. So I know it's been a struggle, and I know I'm not alone in that. Again, these videos, it's mainly to document, and if I can help encourage and myself, it's very therapeutic and kind of keeps me accountable to an extent to be able to share with the world what I'm trying to work on. And so with that, September 24, I started wearing the Stello glucose monitor, and those devices are wonderful. The app works great. It's improved dramatically. The sensors themselves have become even more stable. It's just been a wonderful learning experience for me. And so my A1C did drop to 5.5. So I'm very excited about that. And so it's been a year-long process to learn what I eat and how it affects me. And so I'm glad I had that process before I started this medication. So I've wanted to start a GLP-1 for a long time. My health insurance will not cover it since I am not diabetic. And so the prices just were not cost. I couldn't afford it, and so I've researched for over a year compounding companies, and really didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to pay a membership to anything. I was a little bit wary of compounding medications when they can add other things to it. I know a lot of people have found great success on that. So again, I am no medical profession. I'm just letting you know, mainly for entertainment purposes and my own documentation, what I am trying and what's going to work for me, I hope. So I am doing the self-pay route. The prices have come down dramatically, and I hope they will continue to come down. Since I have started in November of 2025, I paid $350 for the first vials. I'm doing the vials, so you have to pull it into a syringe and then inject it once a week. And I hope I can stay on this intro dose as long as I can because it is the cheapest. And I am using HSA funds to purchase this. So I was able to put a little bit more funds away for this upcoming year. And the prices as of December 2025, they have dropped by $50 or more, depending on which dose you're on. And so I hope that will continue to be the case. And I hope that someday health insurance will cover this even for obese patients that may not be diabetic. So hopefully the future will get better and better as we learn more about these medications. And so again, I have started on Zepbound, and I'm 2 weeks in. I've taken 2 shots. I just want to tell you a little bit about my symptoms, and then I'm going to show you my numbers. So the very first shot, I felt it that day. It was kind of strange. It's almost like being in ketosis. So if you eat low carb for a while and you get into ketosis, you have that euphoric energy feel, and it just feels great. And you also feel cool. So I felt very cold that first day, but kind of a euphoria energy. And honestly, other than that, it felt great. Days 2, 3, and 4, I know there's a lot of gastro symptoms that can come with these medications, and so I did experience that. I did have diarrhea on days 2, 3, and 4, and pretty dramatic. I lost a lot of water weight, a tremendous amount of water weight just that first 3 days. And so that was pretty dramatic. And so I really hope I fight chronic inflammation. I have for my entire adult life. And so I really think this medication is going to help with that. So if that's the case, if that's, that's going to be wonderful in and of itself, regardless of weight, really, just to help me feel better, is to be able to get a better control on that chronic inflammation. And so my joints felt a little bit better. I felt less bloated. That day 2, it almost felt like a gas bubble. I could feel go all the way through my system, a little bit of cramping and very uncomfortable. And then again, the diarrhea. But after that, so that was day 2, 3, 4. After that, I haven't had any major symptoms. We got a little bit dizzy with the second shot, but no GI issues. And so far, it's been going well. Food noise, again, I being able to work a whole year watching my glucose sensor, I have kind of learned how to tune in to real hunger versus just wanting to eat versus eating socially. And so that has really taught me a lot. And so I have noticed that the medication is curbing the desire to eat and desire to overeat and the desire to just snack just randomly throughout the day. I don't feel a need to snack. And I am still wearing a glucose sensor, so I can tell when I need to fuel my body, and I am trying my best to be protein forward, to really get as many of those protein grams as we can, because that will help with the satiety as well. So with all that, again, I don't want to talk a whole lot more about it. I'm brand new on this journey. I will be learning as I go. I'll help cheer you along, and then I will just finish up this video by showing you my numbers for the past year, and then also these past 2 weeks have been pretty dramatic. I know from here on out, now that the main fluid weight is gone, I know that from here on out it's going to be very slow and steady, and that's just fine as far as weight goes. And then just beginning to feel a little bit better. So that's my main goal as we pursue better health in our hopefully, up into our later years. So with that, let me flip over and we'll show you the numbers from my phone. I use a digital scale. It's from the Wise company. It was actually one of their very first digital scales. It was very inexpensive. I don't think it matters what kind of scale you use. I am going to weigh myself fairly frequently just to keep an eye on it and have fun with the numbers, because I do enjoy collecting the data. So with that, we'll break away and show you the information. All right, so here are the numbers from my scale. This was my weigh-in this morning, and then I want to just show you my trending graph. I think this will be the most telling here to be able to show you. Now, again, over a year and a half I have been working at this, and I don't know if you can see these numbers here, but I started close to a little bit over 280, and over, probably about 9 months had gotten down to this lowest point here, which looks like was in May of 2025. I'd gotten down to that lowest point. So a slow, steady loss of about 30 pounds. And then it had started creeping back up. And then I did start Zepbound 2 weeks ago. And so that particular weight, I believe it was, yeah, this 262.5, I believe, was the morning that I took that very first shot. And then you'll notice here on the graph, I had a dramatic drop off that weekend. And so again, that was a lot of that water weight, initial water weight, I'm sure. And so it was very dramatic, very cool to see on the graph. And then you'll notice over the next 2 weeks, it's going to even out here. So this scale is kind of fun. It does a lot of metrics. It's not one of the fancier scales with the handle that you pull up on, so it may not be quite as accurate as some of those other scales, but this is going to be just fine for myself, for now at least. And so they've got all these different metrics on it. But let me just show you kind of the month graph as well, and then you can see that dramatic drop off here from this 262 to that drop to your nearly 10 pounds, and of course it did even out and kind of come up just a bit there. But this will be fun to watch, and again, there's a lot more than just the pounds and the weight as far as our health goes, but it is a very good metric that we can get very cheap and instant by weighing in as often as you want. So there are my numbers, and thanks so much for watching, and I hope you are doing well and continuing in your health journey, and I will cheer you on as well as just share all my information with you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.